Welcome to the Alcazar Hotel. My name's Tara Lazar and I am one of the owners. In about 2007, I approached Bob Rosenau, who is the owner of this hotel, and he owned the property adjacent to this, which is now Cheeky's, and we started a relationship because he wanted a restaurant next to his hotel. We opened up Cheeky's in early 2008 or mid 2008. We kept an eye on the hotel, and slowly but surely he wanted to move out of the hotel business, and we brought on some partners, and by 2009 we had acquired the property. So in 2009 we decided to change it over to the Alcazar Hotel. Partly because it was white and Spanish and it reminded us of the Alcazar in Spain. And we really wanted to maintain all the bones. There was a lot of colors and a lot of desert-y motifs to it, but we thought it would be a little bit more peaceful if we brought a lot of greenery back and kind of whitewashed it and made it feel like a actual relaxing place like it used to be maybe in the 20s or 30s when people would come out from LA.
Welcome to Alcazar. I'm Robert Hunt, the general manager of Alcazar Palm Springs Hotel. So the whole idea behind the Alcazar, creating the Alcazar, was to make a hotel of value, where it was a reasonable price. They had amenities such as espresso, coffee, bikes for use for the guests. Keep it simple. You know, the rooms are very stark. They have white floors. They're beautiful, but the majority of people like to come to the desert and have that airy, cool feeling instead of heavy carpeting and that type of thing. In our rooms, we have 9 different room types, actually, due to the architecture from 1929, and they vary from patios in the back, and they also have fireplaces, some of them. Some have jacuzzi tubs in them. So there's a real variety for everybody. You can go from a queen bed to a room with 2 beds all the way to a 1-bedroom suite. So by keeping that value for everyone, that's what our goal was. As you enter into the property, normally you come through the lobby, but then we do have very large gates. They're actual reproductions of pepper tree looking. And the artisan was from Palm Springs years back and created it for the pepper tree, and as we mentioned, that was here prior to Alcazar. And once you enter those gates, you're in the lush gardens. As you can see a little bit of it, we have our water wall behind us, a fire wall in the evenings, and it creates this environment where guests come out, have a bottle of wine, they just relax, they can just sit here and then take off and have a good time in town. We have an artist from Seattle that some of the artwork in the rooms, and the majority of the artwork when you walk into the lobby and in the rooms, is throughout the property. And again, it's a fun, creative type of thing. There's nothing serious about it, colorful. And the rooms, as I mentioned, I think already have the very cool white floors. But then we do go to the different room types of up to 9, includes a suite. We have rooms with fireplaces, gas fireplaces. We have rooms with private patios in the back. We have several dog-friendly rooms, which makes it special. So overall, the property was designed and the feel for it to have a very diverse type of client.
My background is the food and beverage side. I have a few restaurants here in town, and I always love the hotel side. I think one of the things about food and beverage that's a little tougher than the hotel side is you only have an hour or 2 to recover if something goes wrong. In a hotel you have 24 hours, so it's always a really nice cushion to have. But I do believe that hospitality has a lot to do with creating an experience and something that's special, and how to make people and guests feel special. And I think that's something that we've been able to really succeed in at this hotel. Our staff and team are incredible. They have an amazing ability to remember guests and remember guests' likes and preferences. So I think that's something that's really special that we always try to hit on in the restaurant. So it's nice to see it carried through here in the hotel. And being from Palm Springs, I think it's also a little bit of an advantage because it's my home turf and I can create something that I grew up with, and I feel that the experience that I'm trying to give you is very authentic. And it's what we all got to do laying by the pool, relaxing. I've always said this air is very magical, and how to really capture the Palm Springs essence for someone who's even here for a night. These funny hotels have all sorts of different kinds of rooms. So when you buy properties like this, you have some rooms that are 200 square feet and some rooms that are 1,000 square feet. So they're all kind of wanky and silly. And when you're in the hotel business, it's very hard to sell rooms when you have all these varying sizes. So something that we tried to do is give it a little bit of uniformity and something that's very serene. So we white epoxied all the floors, and then we gave a really nice whitewash to all the showers. So very simple, very clean. It's one of the common denominators, I think, also to a hotel is that you want it to be clean and safe. Those are the very first two things that you look for, right? My favorite part about this hotel is it's in the middle of everything, but it's totally tucked away. There's people who have passed by it 100 times and would never know it's here. The way it's built is really nice because it has some really nice high walls, so it prevents any of the outside noise. But the beautiful thing is that you can park and never use your car. You can walk to everything. There's probably 15 restaurants in a 3-block radius. And we have this pool that has a beautiful view of the mountains. It's a very unique property because it's centralized between our 2 main thoroughfares. So it has this great location, but it's never loud, and it's, I think, a real gem. Thank you very much for coming by and checking out the Alcazar. We hope that you walk in and see for yourself how beautiful it is.